A new Fox News poll shows roughly a third of Americans plan to change their drinking habits after a Surgeon General recommendation to put cancer warning labels on alcoholic beverages. Alcohol is the third leading cause of preventable cancer in the U.S., and the CDC says there are nearly 200,000 alcohol-related deaths a year. Fox News medical contributor Dr. Nicole Saphier joins us now. So really, do you really think there are going to be a bunch of people who quit drinking because of a Surgeon General's warning on a beer can?
Well, good morning, Charlie. And no, I certainly don't think that the warning label on alcohol from the Surgeon General's recommendation is actually going to thwart people from drinking alcohol. I will say that Americans at this point, we are drinking too much, and we saw a lot of that throughout COVID. But the reality is, Charlie, alcohol has been ingrained in our civilization for centuries upon centuries. And if you even look to the blue zones across the world where people live the longest and the healthiest, it's not because they've cut out alcohol entirely from their diet. In fact, alcohol is quite common in their diets. But what we're seeing here, what's been going on here, is that people are drinking more. They're drinking a lot more hard liquor. They're having a lot of those sugary additives. And all of that is leading to a rise in inflammation, metabolic disorders, and ultimately it is resulting in some cancers. So, Charlie, do I think that we as individuals could probably all benefit from drinking a little bit, yes, or a little bit less? Absolutely. Do I think that the Surgeon General's warnings are really going to be what gets people to stop? I do not think so.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes me feel a whole lot better. I was a little bit nervous about this. But far more concerning to me, anyway, is this new study showing that smartphone use leads to hallucinations, detachment from reality, and aggression in teens. And what's so amazing to me about this, as young as 13 years old, where does the aggression come from?
Well, Charlie, so this is what you're referring to right now is a study of looking at over 10,000 adolescents ages 13 to 17 in the United States and across India. And what they have seen is that these kids are reporting hallucinations, specifically if they spend a lot of time on video games, social media. Now, why is this happening? This actually is not surprising. Think about these games that they play. They're high levels of violence. They're all of a sudden having difficulty perceiving what is real, what is not. We're seeing an uptick in violence in adolescents. We see it in the schools, cyberbullying, and others. One of the other things that I found very concerning about this study, Charlie, is the fact that about a third of the kids, females more than males, were reporting suicidal thoughts. At this point, I think the evidence is overwhelming. Our increased digital use, video games, it can all have detriments when it comes specifically to our children, adults too. So me as a mom of three and a physician, I wholeheartedly tell people, try to keep your kids off these devices as much as possible. My kids, they do not get their electronics during the week. We try to go on any sort of vacation we go on, we get rid of the electronics. Make sure that your child is not addicted. These are heavily addicted. We've seen with brain imaging, MRI, that it does alter their brain chemicals and the way that their brain is working. So it is not surprising the mental health effects, but also it really is thwarting in their socialization skills and just their becoming adults. It is altering their brain.
It really is amazing. It's kind of the world's largest human experiment in human history. Now, I was told by a little birdie that today is your birthday. Is that possibly true?
It is my birthday. Yes, it is.
Well, happy 30th birthday. We're so
much,
proud
Charlie.
to know you.
My son's turning 25 this year as well, but it's definitely my 30th.
Well, you look like you're 30. It's because of all the healthy eating and the moderate drinking and staying off your stupid cell phone device.
Everything in moderation, Charlie.
Yeah.
Live your happiest and healthiest life.
Dr. Saphier, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.